Blog Talk Radio.
Hey, welcome to the new edition of Talk with Taj. This is no longer the show of Issues of the Day Talk Radio. This is Talk with Taj right here on Blog Talk Radio. We appreciate everybody for listening in. Right now on the line with us is a legend. He's legendary in Hollywood, baby. You know what I mean? Working with some of the greats of all times in the comedian world. And we right now on the line with Yul Spencer. How you doing out there?
I'm excellent, my brother. How are you?
I'm doing great. Man. You know,
legendary.
Legendary.
I heard you legendary. That's scary. I almost thought I tried to check your obituary. They tell me I'm a vet, you know.
Legend, vet, you know what I mean? All the above, you know.
I love it. Thank you, Taj. I do. Thank you.
Appreciate it, man. You've been around for many moons, and you've been entertaining people all over the world for many years, man, and giving people something to feel good about. And that's one thing I like about comedians like Sinbad and Eddie Murphy, you know what I'm saying, Richard Pryor, yourself. You know, being a comedian is one of the best jobs to have because you have the ability to make people laugh when they probably feeling down about a situation. They have a bad day. You know what I mean?
Exactly. That's what it's all about. You know, I mean, it's about telling the truth. You know, that's why people say they like me, because I tell a lot of truth. You know, I be telling the truth. and keeping it, you know, keeping it right straight in their face. And some of the things that people don't want to deal with or don't want to talk about, the great job of the comedian is we get to go up there and talk about it and make it funny. And we influence so many things. I mean, everything from politics to religion to music. Laughter will, God willing, always be. And I know he's willing.
All day, God is good all the time. You know what I mean?
You know, I truly believe a part of his will for us is to be happy and to be joyous and to be free. And I believe if that ain't going on in your life, then I believe you might not be in the will. And you might want to check it out. Might want to call your lawyer and see what's wrong with your paperwork.
And that's what we try to do, man.
See why you ain't in the will.
Exactly. That's what we try to do on Talk with Taj, man. We just try to entertain and educate at the same time and just make people feel good, man, after they get off this show, after they get done hearing it. So, you know, definitely having you as coming on to the show will definitely keep that going as well.
You think I can get some of your people to fly down here to see You Gotta Go Higher? See my new show, You Gotta Go Higher?
Man, we actually was crazy. The day that, you know, you're running this from, let me go ahead and plug this now. Opening June 11, 2009, all the way through June 28th of 2009. You can find Mr. Yul Spencer doing You Gotta Go Higher at the Hollywood Complex East Theater. And if you need any further information on this, go to www.yougottagohigher.com. That's YAGOTTAGOHIGHER.com. All right, you can find more information about that. From June 11th to June 11th.
And that e-ticket form. They want to know about that e-ticket form. That's where they can get that ticket.
Okay.
And check it out. I ain't even doing no Steve Harvey prices, baby. This ain't no $45, $65 and a $300 suit to come. You can just show up, baby. Just show up.
Yeah, and we definitely, man, You Gotta Go High. We're actually going to be at the BET Awards that same weekend. The BET Awards is around June 24th. So I might just, you know, stick around a couple more days and come check you out.
Definitely. You are more than welcome, Todd. We're going to get you right up front. And actually, I got to be at those awards myself this year.
You're going to be there?
Yeah, I'll be there myself. Oh,
definitely. We definitely got to meet, man. That actually will be my very first experience in California, in Hollywood, in L.A., so I'm hoping to have a great time when I get out there.
Oh, you about to get hooked, man. You got that relocation bank account?
Hey, you know what my relocation bank account says?
Huh?
It says right now. You know what I mean? We don't have $1 now. If we gonna stay somewhere, we just stay, and I make a phone call back to the city. Like, look, just send me my stuff. You know,
well, I tell you, they come down here, they get hooked. They get hooked. They come to Los Angeles. You think it was crack.
And, you know, my best friend went out there to visit one of our best friends, and he called me every day. Man, I can't believe it, man. You won't believe it's L.A. And I said, you know what? I will get out to L.A. as something's gonna make it to where I'm gonna get out to L.A. and actually I was talking to Dr. Boogie out there on the show, and he was like, man, you come out here, you ain't gonna want to leave.
Oh no, you won't, man. It's Grand Central Booty out here, baby.
Yeah.
it's crazy, and the beaches, and it's just beautiful, and it's la la land, so everybody loving it. But what I did notice at the top of the year, right, which got me to do this show, was that I realized that everybody was recovering from something. Everybody I run into recovering something. If it wasn't the war, it wasn't the swine flu now, or this economy, or the shock of a black president. I'm still getting over that one my damn self. Yeah, but I'm loving every minute. I'm loving every minute of it.
Go ahead. Now this new stand-up that you're doing.
Huh?
The new stand-up that you're doing, you got to go higher. And I was really inspired by your story, and I wanted to explain a little bit to the listeners and everybody about what inspired you to do this new one and what it means for you and what the messages you're getting across to the people that's going to be out there in the audience. Yeah, that's what I actually was chiming in on you there for the minute at the top of the year when I realized that everybody was recovering from something. Right. No matter who I ran into, I don't care if it was a weight problem, they had a debt problem, or their son was off in the war, they couldn't pay their hospital bills, or, again, the shock of a black president. That still got a lot of people off tilt, And so, I decided to write this and put this out there with two writers. I got Larry B. Scott. You know him from the Revenge of the Nerds movies. He been Fear of a Black Hat, Iron Eagle 2, all those kind of movies, right? He's done like 50 films. And writer Danita Jones. Danita Jones works out here. She was on the hit show Frasier and Teenage Sabrina Witch. And so with these writers, they put together, I basically told my story, and then they wrote the script. And it's about choices, It's about redemption. It's about salvation. It's about getting higher without the cost of getting high. or acting foolishly, I got tired of waking up every day and hearing somebody got laid off, so they went back to the job and shot up the whole job. I got tired of hearing that someone was about to lose their home or being foreclosed on, so instead of just moving, they decided to kill the whole family. Exactly.
We got to go higher than this. We put in this president and this guy, and what I try to influence is that we all can collaborate. We can all help each other. That's what it's all about anyway. And it's about collaboration. I'm like this, Taj. If there's a man with an air conditioning store and he can't pay all his employees and he's about to shut down, and then there's a dude down the street and he has a heater store and he can't pay his employees and he's about to shut down, why don't these two guys get together and open up air conditioning and heating? Put it all under one roof, and now everybody can get paid.
The sad thing about it is that people act like we just started losing jobs yesterday.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, we've been losing jobs since the beginning of time, and the government, they're not giving, in the media, the news media, that like the slander, everything about the president, no matter what president's in office, they're not giving Obama enough time to make a change. It's going to take 8 years to clean up this big mess that we have.
Oh, it's actually going to take longer than that. It took 50 years of greed, of thievery, of a way of doing business that means all the money goes in their pocket and none to the American people. And see, Obama, he come from the roots. He knows what it's like to be broke. And see, nobody else in there really does. And so he's in there telling them, we got to stop this greed. We got to stop this overspending. And not at least, I don't mind you making your money, but not at the expense of the American people.
Right.
That's wrong. When American people can't go and get their own health care, they can't get a job, they don't have a home, no food. That's not the America we know. That's not the one we grew up in. That's not the one we fight for. That's not the one we have faith in. God bless America. That's out there for a reason, dog, because we need it.
And what's happening right now is the middleman is getting weeded out. So when you weed out the middleman across the board, from the industrial market, from the pharmacy market, when you eliminate the middleman all across the board, and even in the crooked streets, what you do is you eliminate the middle class, because the middle class was surviving off working for the middleman, who also had to answer to the head bosses.
Yeah, you're eliminating 98% of the population.
Exactly. So that's what's happening.